Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Midweek already, flying by. I know we've got a new band to the channel to check out today. It says these guys are a 5-piece death metal outfit from Townsville, North Queensland, all the way over in Australia. Now, I love it that we're getting our name out over in Australia. We do get submissions from there, although I won't lie, I am running Facebook ads over in Australia as well. So maybe that's how these guys saw it. Anyway, they've made an exclusive submission. Skip the queue to get straight on the show. Really appreciate that. Says here, their track Hunger for the Taste of Conquer is the first release from their upcoming debut EP. We recently recorded the drums for the EP and we're hopeful to have it released in the upcoming months. We're excited to be releasing our first lyric video for the Hunger. Great. So we've got a new band to check out all the way from Australia. This is going to be their first one as well. So we're getting in straight away. They've only got one subscribe on their channel. I'm going to be the second one. Hopefully when they get back on again, they've got a few more than two. So get over to their channel, give them a like. So let's give this track a spin. Hunger for the Taste of Conquer. Nice and chunky.
Burn down the walls that surround you. These are thoughts that test to push for out of darkness. You got to fire from within. It's not the rain. Now that to inferno, this system in all. None of the rage of
did a nice job on the drums.
What are you? What are you? I give the moment I taste the battle in your blood. Oh my God, they hunger for the taste of Conquer.
Yeah, it's breathing.
No one left to have to challenge, except myself to find it itself too. Serious daily I could do. You'll have pain that wants to give.
Nice chunk on those guitars. So, I enjoyed it a lot. Man, these guys sound nice. Thick and chunky in the guitars. No worries there. They did a nice job on the drums. One thing I am going to mention, I think that there's they could do a bit more with the vocal, because it did sound just a little bit dry in the mix and single layered. Although there was some double layering there towards the end with a different vocalist coming in, which I thought was nice. I was hoping there was going to be a bit more of that. But what I would say is actually the lead vocalist needs to do a bit of double tracking, so that some sections or some words or some phrases come through thicker and heavier, because they've been layered up more. One layer of vocal nowadays kind of just sounds a bit dry in my opinion, because with the professional mix, there's so many layers on the vocals now and different effects and reverbs and all the rest of it to create that thickness and depth, because they're competing with super thick chunky guitars like you've got in this, big weighty heavy drums and massive cymbals. And nowadays just one layer of vocal, when all those other elements are in the mix as well, kind of get drowned out, or doesn't come with the power and the weight that the rest of the elements that are in the music. So that'd be just one thing I would look for in these guys going forward. And this is, remember, that's their first debut track from their first debut EP, so they got a ways to go still. But going forward, I would say in the studio, just look at doing a few more layers of vocal and trying to get a thicker, heavier sound within the vocal to match the thickness and the heaviness that we've got in the drums and in the guitars as well, because they were nice and thick and chunky. Other than that, really, really nice, cool track, different elements coming together in it, which was cool. I thought there was a hardcoreness there in the vocal slightly, and then we got a grooviness coming in with the guitars and the drums later on, so there was different kinds of stuff to listen to as well, which was nice. So hopefully these bands keep making submissions. They've enjoyed being on the show, and we'll get to see them evolve. I love it when we get on early with bands, especially when we're the second subscriber. Maybe the first one's their mom or something like that. But we get in early, and we stick with the bands, and they keep going, because there's a lot of bands that don't keep going, but they keep going. And we get to evolve with them and see them, just see them get better, and just do more things with the music. I love to be on board with those kind of bands early. So nice that these guys have got on with the channel as well. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. If you're in a band like this yourself and you want to get involved, and let us check out your debut EP and get on board with your band early, and kind of, give you some tips and tricks along the way, hopefully. Send over your videos, we'll check them out, and if you want to skip the queue like these guys did, very much appreciated as well. Hope you're having a good day today, guys. We'll see you tomorrow with Bleeding Sun. They're back on the channel with some new stuff. Cannot wait to check those guys out. It's always a nice show when those guys are on the channel. So hit the subscribe button and all that jazz if you want to come back for that. Otherwise, I hope you're having a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, bye.